I want to give you a story too for independence. Picture this story and understand how what I did helped the child to feel independent and confident. Okay, so we're out at the park. There's these random boulders here and there. I watched the child go up to one boulder and then get ready to start looking to try to climb it, and we've been working on climbing, and I know for a fact he can get up there. And then he kind of goes and then he stops. He doesn't know that I'm watching him, and I go, oh, you can do it, you can do it. So then he turns around and he tries again, and he climbs and he climbs, and he looks back and he tries to reach for me, and I go, hey, you can do it, but I'm right here if you need me. So see, when he reached out, I'm empathetic to the fact that I understand that he's feeling like he needs help, or that he's wanting something else to, he needs me to help him. The way that I decline is by saying, you can do it. You can do it. Not, no, I'm not going to help you because I'm here. You can do it. I'm right here though if you truly need help, but I think you can do it. Just keep trying. Put your knee here, put your knee there. I literally that's how I worked it out. So he gets up there and then he stands up, and we're working on jumping off of stuff. He doesn't have a fear of heights, but again, it's just a lack of confidence with his life. He's just 4. This is another reason why, like, his parents will, benefit from this type of stuff, because I get to go back and tell them what I've done. So once he got up there, I could sense that he had fear, because he looked and then he went to bend down, and I was like, okay, are you ready to jump? I was like, just spring off like you're gonna fly. You're gonna feel like you're flying. And then he's like, catch me. And I was like, okay. So I go, you want me to catch you? So as he says, catch me, I move myself to get in front of him, and I say, you want me to catch you? Because I'm empathizing. I didn't even realize I'm doing this so much, but I'm empathizing with his feeling of fear, and it's basically a limited belief that he thinks he can't do it. And so I was like, so you want me to catch you? So I move around, and then I go, okay, you can do it. And he goes, catch me. And I said, no, look around and look for the spot that looks the best to you, and just make sure that your feet land there, and you're going to be just fine. You can do it. You've done this before. It just wasn't off this rock. And he looks at me and he gets that cute little face that kids get when they get serious. So cute. And then he gets ready to go, and I could seriously see that he was truly like, and so then he goes to squat down and he's just going to slide off. And I was like, and I don't let him compromise. And that might seem mean, but I don't let him compromise when I know he can do something. So what I did was, I still didn't help him, but I said, hey, would you like me to try? And want me to show you? I go, I'll show you. Okay. And so then he gets down the way he's supposed to, gets on his stomach, slides down, and he's all excited at this point. He's like, yeah. And so then I pretend like it's hard for me to get up. This is where it's important to simulate. You want to simulate exactly what it is that you feel. This is the empathetic part. Whatever you think he was feeling or she was feeling, simulate that within yourself. Do it. Put yourself back into your little 4-year-old body if you have to. And basically I just copied what he had done. I just looked and I was like, oh yeah, this is why you couldn't. Okay, maybe I have to do it different because I'm taller. And he's sitting there, and you'd be surprised that after a while they'll even start chanting for you, like, you can do it, mom. That kind of feeling. I'm not a mom, but when they cheer me on and stuff, I'm just like, yes, I needed that, right? Anyway, long story short, I get up there, and then again I pretend, whoa, I was like, this is higher than it looks like. I get you. Woo, it's higher. Is this what you were thinking? And he's like, yeah. And I go, I go, so, okay, so you tell me, where's the best? So, and I flip the roles, and I let him do what I did. This also helps him decision making, right? I'm giving him the option to make a decision for me, which is extremely powerful. That was going to be my next example, so we'll just incorporate it, is to give him the instinct to care. So, because you'd be surprised that I could say he could have just already ran off, but because I'm making it animated, and I'm making it kind of interesting, so he's learning all the whole time, not knowing that obviously that I'm kind of acting, right? I'm simulating, but I'm giving him an opportunity to have his mind just turn and make decisions and think and do all this stuff. So I was like, so okay, where should I jump? And then he points at the rock, and I was like, that's kind of hard. What? And then he laughs because he was joking, right? Like he was, but I was like, is that where I told you to put your feet? And anyway, so he ends up choosing, and then I jump exactly where he told me to jump, and I exaggerate it, and I'm like, boom. make my feet land right. And then I'm like, yes. I was like, you could tell me good job. Because with this child, we have some, and I'll talk about this later, with competition, he always has to win. So I'm trying to incorporate empathy into his repertoire so that he also can feel the feeling of letting people know that it's not I win and you lose, it's I win and I didn't win. Right? Anyway, so I was like, and then he goes, good job. That even, not only did it make me feel good, but it made me realize he's learning, because he did go, good job. And I go, okay, your turn. And then he just got up. So this is the opportunity, this is what I'm meaning. It gave him the confidence, because not only did he see it happen, but he was able to watch it. Sometimes you don't know how your child learns. Sometimes when we verbalize something, they don't understand it. They do understand what you want them to do, but because they haven't seen it in action, they just don't get how they're going to do it. And it might seem easy to you, but sometimes you've got to simulate. It's very powerful. That is probably one of the most powerful empathetic modeling of empathy that you can do for your child, is simulate what you think they are going to go through or what you want them to do. So he got right up, and then he got up there, and then he had the moment where he looked, and I was like, oh, I know, I remember that feeling. I totally remember. Okay, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. Now I'm using reverse psychology. Reverse psychology is another extremely powerful tool when you don't use it for scrupulous manipulation. The negative one, the one that makes them feel bad about themselves. I was like, I don't know. And then he looked at me with that face, and I go, oh, okay. You think you can? So where are you going to go? So now I'm letting him choose where he's going to go. And then I was like, how about there? And I pointed at the rock. And then he looks at me. So now we're even bantering. This is bonding time, parents. Bonding. Bonding, 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 bonding. I cannot say it enough. It's trust. Bonding. Because now I've just flipped the role again, and now he is like, right there, and he asked me, and I'm like, what do you think? He has to finish that decision. I even have this to this day. It's so hard for me to make decisions. That's why I so do not give up on children, letting them just, I will not make their decisions. Not these type, right? Only the safety ones. Like, other than that, when it comes to their life, it is their life. And it is my job, in my opinion, and I'm sending this to you, it is our job to get them to be able to be confident to make their own choices and decisions. So he ended up, the story ends with him being able to jump off. It was so amazing, and I loved it. So that's an example of how modeling empathy can foster independence in your child, and it also helps them to be a helper. Because when you show them that you're just giving suggestions, and then you ask them for suggestions, it turns them into, makes them feel empowered, it makes them feel worth, it makes them feel confident, it makes them feel like they can do anything. And you want them to know that they are amazing. We don't need insecure fear running the world anymore. It's not working.